Alright guys, it's time for another weekly rotation. I'm going to go over the fragrances that I wore last week, starting from Sunday, ending on Saturday. We'll do 7, one for each day, not anything for the night. Welcome to the Fragrance Wardrobe. Alright guys, so last Sunday, I started my week off with a niche fragrance that, a little bit kind of a warmer selection of fragrance. I guess you could say it was a little bit cooler, I think, and thought it would be a good time to pull this one out. It's from Nishane. It's Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames, you're going to get like tobacco, rum, some coconut, stuff like that in there. What you get off the skin, you're going to get like a rich, warm type of scent. A little bit of like tobacco, a little bit of rum, touch of coconut, but overall you're getting more of a smoky, almost campfire type of scent coming off of your skin. So if you've smelled a bonfire, kind of what you're going to get with those kind of like a boozy, like rum undertone and coconut undertone, kind of gives you like this feel of an end of summer like party on the beach kind of thing. With this one, you're going to pay from discounters somewhere around $100, maybe $120. I think I got mine for right at 100 from Kingdom Fragrances. I'll link them in the description so you can check out, see if they have any more. But yeah, all in all, Nishane Fan Your Flames, really good scent, and it does perform quite well. Lasted all day on my skin, did not have to reapply at all. Monday, I went with a new release from a smaller niche house that got its start last year, last November. Well, they're about to drop their 4th fragrance for the house on October 22nd, and this one is Honey Trap from Fsmq Fragrances. We'll link them in the description. This thing is really nice. I really enjoyed wearing this quite a bit. This is right up my alley. If you like a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tobacco, with a little bit of a powdery dry down, it's going to be right up your alley. This one can dress up very nicely. You can wear it casually, but I think it really dresses up quite nicely. The name is Honey Trap, named after like the traps that spies would use. They'll use their sensuality, that type of thing, to lure in those who they're trying to spy on and get that information. That's where the name came from, and it is a very alluring type of scent. It's a very seductive type of scent. With it being a tobacco fragrance, you would kind of think that it's going to be a little bit more strictly cool weather, cold weather, but it's really not. It does have the ability to play very nicely in cold weather, but it also kind of has a little bit of a brightness going on that can play a little bit like a little more year round, I think, or at least in the evenings year round. So Honey Trap, really good scent. Really digging this one. Yeah, again, Honey Trap from Fsmq Fragrances. If you're looking for a good tobacco scent that's a little bit different, right here, really good one, and it does last all day. And Tuesday, I went with one from Tom Ford that I really enjoy a lot. So I went with Oud Wood. Oud Wood is going to be a lot of spices in the opening. You get just a touch of oud. It's not like an oud dominant fragrance or anything like that. I know the word oud will make you think it's going to be very oudy. Well, it's not. It has a touch of oud, but it's surrounded by like spices and woods. That's what you're going to basically get from Oud Wood. It's a really nice scent. I can't really describe it totally, like, I guess in full detail, because you really have to smell it to understand what it smells like. And you can do that like at a Sephora, you can do it at Neiman's, something like that. Go get your nose on it. It smells really good. If you haven't smelled Oud Wood yet, I would suggest definitely trying it out. I think most people have, though. It's been around for quite a while. The only thing that I don't like about it is the performance. I feel like I get about like 5 or 6 hours of longevity with it. I don't know if that is only with like newer batches or what. I have a newer bottle, so I don't know. Longevity isn't great, but the scent is extremely good. So I don't have like any regrets or like feeling bad about getting a bottle of it, because I absolutely love it. I just wish it would have performed a little bit better. Speaking of fragrances that do and don't perform. Oud Wood, very, very expensive. Performance is mediocre. Well, I have one that's pretty cheap and it has pretty decent performance. So this one is going to be a 2021 release from Jesus del Pozo. This one will be Halloween Man Hero, the newest in the Halloween Man line. The bottle looks really dope, I think. I like the kind of like that gradient rainbow looking glass or whatever. I made a post on my Instagram of my scent of the day with this one, and a lot of people commented on the bottle. They thought it looked pretty neat, and it does. The scent, pretty good as well. So if you're looking for a blue style fragrance that won't break the bank, right here, $38 from Labelle. So you can't really beat that type of pricing. I did wait for it to clip under that $40 mark before I pulled the trigger. I imagine here in probably a year or two, you'll probably be able to get it for like 30, maybe 25, something like that. But 38 bucks for this one, not bad. Opening, grapefruit, ginger. You get kind of a Bleu de Chanel type of opening. You will draw pretty strong comparisons to Bleu de Chanel in the opening. You'll also get a little bit of that Invictus vibe as it begins to dry down as well. I think there's sage in both, and the lavender in here and the Ambroxan kind of give you a little bit of a Sauvage feel. So you're like getting 3 other blue style fragrances like all rolled into this one. So pretty cool fragrance. Smells great, very mass appealing, and the performance is like about 7 hours longevity with this one, so not bad. Thursday, I had some business I had to go attend to around town, so I wanted to go with something that's a little bit mass appealing but not blue. So I went with Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme right here. So this one is probably my favorite of the sport fragrances, I guess. So Sport Eau Extreme and Sport, I like this one a little bit more. Just kind of like the little more smoother, creamy type of base. You do get that freshness in the opening, and like I said, you get that nice creamy, sweet, not uber sweet, but touch of sweet or whatever in the base, and that's going to come from sandalwood, tonka bean. You also get a little bit of a powdery feel with this one, and it smells good. Most people that smell it do enjoy the scent on this one. It's been around for a little bit, so you might say it's a little bit dated. If you are, 18, 19, something like that, you might think this smells like your dad. But if you are, mid-20s, 30s, this is pretty bomb. And actually, this will pull a lot of compliments from women. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to pull compliments from women, this one does the trick pretty well. Friday, started a new job, made a little switch to a different retailer because they have more fragrances and it was more money. So I decided I was going to wear something kind of safe to the first day or whatever. I went with Y Eau de Parfum. Y is one of my favorite blue style fragrance lines that are out there, and Eau de Parfum I think is probably my favorite of that line. So kind of see in there the dent that's being made in the bottle. I'm going through it a little bit. This one, it's great. So where a lot of fragrance, like blue style fragrances, are going to focus on a citrus or like citrus and ambroxan type of thing, this one's going to play a little bit more on that fruitier side. You're going to get a little bit of fruit in here. I think it's apple, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a little bit of ginger in here as well. Sage, ambroxan, that whole kind of thing. Smells really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Smells a lot like the original, but it does kind of do its own thing. Like, not own thing, but it does put a twist on the original DNA. And that's what I really like about the Y line in general. Each fragrance isn't copied, isn't like a direct copy of another one. They all retain that original DNA in the base, but they also give you a different scent. So I like how they do the flankers in that line a lot. Like it a lot. So Y EDP, great fragrance, very mass appealing. This one, just like Chanel Allure Sport, will get you compliments as well. And yeah, if you're looking for something blue but a little bit different from like your Sauvage or your Bleu de Chanel. White EDP, good way to go. And Saturday, worked on Saturday, decided I wanted to go with something also mass appealing, but of a little bit higher quality than a designer, and something that we didn't carry in the store. So I went with Parfums de Marly Percival right here. So Percival, if you smelled Mont Blanc Legend, if you smelled Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, you've smelled Percival. I mean, that's pretty much what Percival is. It's a niche, higher quality version of those other two fragrances. Smells great. Really enjoy it on my skin. The performance on it is better than both those other two fragrances that it's copying. Yeah, it just smells really good. I really, really dig this fragrance quite a bit. I love the Mont Blanc Legend DNA. Really love it, but it doesn't perform as well. Percival does. It kind of takes, I don't know, it smooths everything out a little bit. It's a little bit more polished. It's niche, and it performs all day. So I could spray this, go work a 8 or 9 hour shift, and come home, and I'm still smelling this as I'm driving home with the windows down. I'm catching wafts of it. So really good performer, and I really dig that. When I'm going to pay like $200 for a bottle of cologne or fragrance, I want something that, yeah, it's going to last a little bit longer than my, my typical other stuff. If I'm going to pay that kind of money, I kind of do want that performance to go along with it. I know performance isn't everything, and it shouldn't be everything, but at the same time, you pay a lot of money, you do want performance, and Percival does give you that performance with that big, big price tag. So great fragrance. If you haven't tried it, go try Mont Blanc Legend or something like that, and you'll kind of know what this one smells like. All right, guys, I do appreciate you watching the video. Please do remember, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. Again, thank you for watching.